Good day, everyone. I'm happy to see you again. I'll be considering graph of trigonometric functions today. I believe that we all understand what a trigonometric function is. When you're talking about trigonometric ratios, we'll be talking about sine, cosine, tangents, and so on. Now we start from the graph of sine function today. Let's start. Graph of trigonometric functions. So as I've said, we are starting with graph of sine function. Graph of sine function. So we want to draw the graph of y equals sine theta for 0 degree is less or equal to theta, and theta is less or equal to 360. So we call this one range of values. Range of values. That means that value of theta is ranging from 0 to 360 degrees. Before you can plot graph of any function, you have to draw the table of value. What do I mean by table of value? You will sketch a table like this. 0. Call this one theta, and call this one sine theta. Notice sine theta is also y. You have told that y is equal to sine theta. So you can write y here, you can write sine theta. So you have this one to be 0. We are starting from 0 degree. We are using 30 degree interval. We are using the interval of 30 degree. So from 0, we are going to 30 degree. After 30, moving to 60. After that, we are moving to 90. After 90, we are moving to 120. After that, 150, followed by 180, followed by 210, followed by 240, followed by 270, 300, 330, and later, at the end of the day, we're having 360, and that is it. So your range of value, the range of values dictates how big your table of values will be. Now, when theta is equal to 0, then what is sine 0? Sine, if you press your calculator there, you can get your calculator to be pressing. When theta is equal to 0 degree, what is sine 0? Sine 0 will be 0.00. We are approximating whatever we are getting here to 2 decimal places. So sine 30 will give you 0.50. That is sine 30. To press your calculator, you get sine 60 to be 0.87. I've told you that we are approximating to only 2 decimal places. Then when you press sine 90, you get 1.00. Sine 120, you are going to get 0.87, followed by 0.50. That is sine 150. You get to minus 1.00. Then 300 minus 0.87, 330 minus 0.50, then 360, you are going to get 0.00. So that is the table of values for y equals sine theta. Then how do we plot this one on graph? It's very easy. You are going to choose a scale. By my own scale now, when you get your white standard graph, it is measured in 2 centimeters. Supposing you are having this, let's say this is a 0 origin, 0.0 degree. The next thick line here is, if you put your ruler there, that will be 2 centimeters. Then you are having 0.50. So what I'm saying now is that the scale, you are using 2 centimeters to represent 0.5 on y-axis. Then you are using 2 centimeters to represent 30 degrees on x-axis. So this place is y. We all know that this is y-axis, which is, you can also call it sine theta. Don't forget, we are plotting the graph of y equals sine theta. Y is equal to sine theta. So this is sine theta. So if this one, if this is the 0 origin, you're having the next thick line, which is 2 centimeters. You put 0.5 there. Then the next thick line will be 1.00. Don't forget, 2 centimeters now is representing 0.5 on y-axis. Now, on your x-axis, you're having something like this. I've told you that 2 centimeters now will represent 30 degrees on x-axis. So this is 2 centimeters. This is one thick line. This is the next thick line. So this is 30 degrees. Next thick line will be 60. Next one will be 90. Next thick line will be 120, followed by 150, followed by 180, followed by 210, 240, 270. This is 300, 330, and 360. So you are ready to plot now. Plot the graph. When theta is equal to 0 degree, what is sine 0? Is also 0. So you jot this place. Height. When theta is 30, this is 30 degree. This is theta axis or x axis. So when theta is equal to 30 here, what is the value? What is sine 30? Sine 30 is 0.5. So where this one meets here, we start the place. Next one, when theta is 60, this is 60. You are having sine 60 to be 0.87. This is 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8. So the 0.87 we almost get to 0.8. So we have this. Meeting this. We have that. Now, when theta is 90 degree, you are having 1. So the sine theta is 1. So at 90, this is 1. Then at the end of the day, you are having, when theta is equal to 120, you are having sine theta to be 0.85. Sorry, 0.87. That is your sine theta. When theta is 150, your sine theta is equal to 0.5. 150 and 0.5. Then next one, 180 and 0. When theta is 180, so sin theta is equal to 0. When theta is 210, then sin 210 is minus 0.5. This is minus 0.50. This is minus 1.00. So when theta is 210, when theta is 210, you have sin theta to be minus 0.50. So when theta is 240, you have your theta, sin theta to be minus 0.87. Minus 0.87. So at 270, your theta is minus 1. This minus 1. At theta equals 300. 300, your sin theta is equal to minus 0.87. At theta equals 330, we are having sin theta to be minus 0.5. This is minus 0.5. At theta equals 360, we are having theta to be sin theta to be 0. So at this junction, you are going to join all the dots. When you join them, it's going to be like this. So that is it. Supposing you are to use this graph to find, use the graph to find the value of 1, but to find the value of sine 45 degree from the graph, then sine 135. How do we go about it? From here now, you are going to, from the graph, you can read between 30 and 60. The 45 degree is here. Then you trace it to the graph. Where this one meets the graph, trace it now to the y axis. You discover that this one is at 0.71. Don't forget, we are approximating to 2 decimal places. In actual sense, sin 45 should be 0.7071. But now when we approximate that figure to 2 decimal places, we are going to get 0.71. And that is exactly what you are going to see from your graph. Now, out of 135 degrees, where is 135? 135 falls between 120 and 150. If you trace it now, so join the graph here, you will discover that when you trace it to y axis, you're going to get something like this. It falls directly on 0.71. This tells us that from the graph, now, sin 45 degree is equal to 0.71, and sin 135 is equal to 0.71 also. This tells us that sin 45 is equal to sin 135 degree. So see you in the next lesson. In the next lesson, we will talk about the graph of cosine function. It's a little bit different from this.